The 7-minute appointment, like I was saying, is demonstrated in just a few different steps. Usually, when you meet people, well, let me tell you why you would want to do a 7-minute appointment. And not every single appointment is always 7 minutes, but it's important that you actually can execute a 7-minute appointment. And the reason is because if you don't tell the client what to do, then they'll tell you what to do.
Okay. Okay.
Same thing with if you don't tell the client what you charge, then they'll tell you what to charge.
Right.
Same idea, same principle. And the reality is that clients, they're looking for this. They actually want you to direct them and guide them. They want that. That's what they're looking for. And when you don't do that, that's when you end up in somebody's house, cornered for 45, an hour and 15 minutes. And think about this. Yeah, you're getting paid, but you're not.
Right.
So how valuable is your time? I don't know about you guys, but my time is extremely valuable, extremely valuable. So the 7-minute appointment was developed out of the necessity not to be disrespectful or to rush your clients. It's to keep them on track because every single appointment is different. No, you're not even the same person that you were yesterday, so or last year. So you can't expect that from your clients. When you go into somebody's their house, their business, apartment space, living room, you just never know. You really don't know what you're ever going to walk into. So whenever something comes up, and it will, something will come up. You want to keep them on track. So the 7-minute appointment was developed to make sure that you signal to the client without being rude or unnecessarily forceful, but to what ancient Kemetic Egyptians, they used to say we can mind read. They didn't mind read, but people mind, but essentially they were on the same page that they knew what each other was thinking. So it's very powerful ancient knowledge in this whole development. Not to get ethereal on you guys, but when you tell somebody, hey, this is what I'm here to do, that's a signal to them that this appointment is getting ready to begin. Hey, I'm here to do two things. That's an
Right.
internal signal to somebody, hey, the appointment has started. I know we did the little chit chat and we did the building rapport and we got to know each other. Hey, this is a beautiful home you got here. Oh my God. Oh, I love this is such a cute baby, right? That stuff is all customary and is good. Take your shoes off. Oh, those are nice socks you got there. All that stuff is good, but then you have to signal to the person that, hey, we're here for business. And that's the way I do it. Hey guys, I'm here to do two things. That is a signal to somebody, it's time to shut up and let me listen. So you start the appointment, you tell the person I like to say, hey man, I'm a fortune teller. And that catches them off guard, right? They don't know, what are you talking about? I say, I'm going to predict your future. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to take your signatures. I'm going to, prove to me that you are who you say you are. I'm going to witness you sign. You're telling the person what's getting ready to happen, step by step by step. So, and that keeps you on track. And again, your customers are looking for that. They don't want you to be guessing and umming and oohing and not knowing and unsure and unconfident. That's
Right.
yeah, that's the quickest way to not ever get
Yeah.
called again. So notary is easy. It's easy. The fulfillment part, the actual execution part, what I like to call the job part of it is pretty simple, very simple. But today we're going to talk about Google Ads and how to actually get clients. But I saw this video and I thought it was perfect because of what we're talking about. The hardest part about the notary business is really just acquiring the client. The acquisition of new clients, whether you pay for the client, which is my favorite, you pay for the clients, you run Google Ads or run Thumbtack, paid advertisement. It's the fastest to me. It's the most efficient. And it's to me, it's the most predictable. The other methods like business cards and handing out flyers and word of mouth, those things are good. Slow. I don't like slow. We like speed, like fast, we like predictability. So I think that Google Ads is great. And then we're going to go, if you guys are happy to screen share, if you have the capability, if you have an account, then we can look through that account. And then I can help you optimize. Setting up the Google ad is easy, but optimizing it, that's what 99% of people don't do. They don't go to refine the keywords. They don't look at the search terms. They don't eliminate the negative words. They don't adjust the targeting of the location where they're getting the most hits. That's the optimization process. And that needs to be done every week, every 3 months, every month, daily. And if you don't do that, then you'll waste a lot of money. So we can help, I can help you do that. Okay, so let me pull up this video. So again, you signal to the client, hey, this is getting ready to start. I say, hey, I'm here for 2 things. After my introduction, here to do this, do that, do this. And witness you sign, and you got to prove to me that you are who you say you are. And I throw in these little silly, dumb jokes. It's not funny when I say it, but in the context, it's hilarious. It works, it kills, and I do the same thing every single time. That's why I'm able to do it so efficiently, so effectively, and you can too. I really wish that you would do an appointment just like, you don't have to do it. I know people have different ideas of how to do it, but do it like this. It works. Hey, it works. Okay, it works, and it's very fast, and people they really enjoy it. And then you look at, so if they have a document, I'm looking at the document. I tell the person the contents of the document, none of my business. I don't care. You can be selling half the state of California for all I care. I don't. It's not my business. My job is to make sure that you are who you say you are, because the Secretary of State, who is a very smart woman, especially if there's women here, I always make that point as well. Yeah, very smart women. Do you know who she is? They're like, no, I never heard of her. Shirley Weber. Yeah, she's a sister too. And they say, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, yeah. She wants me to witness you sign. Go back to the serious tone. She wants me to witness you sign because your name, do you know how valuable your name is? They say, I don't know. Yeah, your name is priceless. You know that? It's priceless. There's no amount of money you can put on your name. That's why it's important that I see you. And then I'll complete your certificate, stamp, that's it. It's not complicated. I witness you sign, stamp the document, that's it. But the reality is, it's not like that, right? Because things pop up, as we'll see in this video, as you'll hear rather. And you'll hear he's talking about, yeah, I'm actually the power of attorney for my mother. She's in a different state. All these situations do pop up. How do you handle it? How do you handle it with confidence is probably a better question. Because the moment that the client senses that you may not know what you're talking about, that's when, oh man, then they start asking questions. And what happens when people ask questions? Hey man, sounds like a question for an attorney. I can't answer the question. You're supposed to know exactly what you're doing. So this is how you command the room. And again, clients are looking for this. All right, so let's listen here. We'll go to like right around. I had to find parking. I guess there was like street sweeping that day. So the lady said, don't park there, don't park there. Mr. Andrew?
Yes.
All right.
How are you?
So always start the appointment. Are you Anthony? Are you Joseph? Are you Sabrina? Then they identify themselves because that's the person who paid you, right? And then they say, yeah, I'm him. I say, okay, great. I'm here to do the notary appointment, right? Always identify the person first. This makes it so, because if you're not the person, then I don't need to talk to you, but you need to point me to whoever that person is if you know where they are. This makes it very quick, very efficient. So you're not wandering around somebody's business.
Yeah, you look nice, proper.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
My wife always says, someone compliments you, let me know. So I'll let her know.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right. I don't know if you caught that, but so when I go to appointments, I wear a suit. And people always say that, oh, I didn't expect you to wear a suit, or I didn't expect you to look so nice. It's called pattern disruption. The client didn't expect that, so that's good. I don't know what they expected, but they didn't expect that. So they pointed out It works every time. And I tell them, I use the same joke every single time. I swear, the same thing. It always, you can see he laughs. I always say this. They compliment anything. That's why I say when you go into somebody's house, always take off your shoes. It's a little trick for you guys. Always take your shoes off and wear nice socks. And they'll compliment it. They'll say something about it. And then this is what I say. My wife says, whenever somebody compliments me, let her know. Crickets, right? I didn't hear nobody laugh at that because it's not funny. But in the context in which they're saying it, during that exchange, hills, right? I say it every time. What? Mr. Andrew?
Yes.
All right.
How are you?
Nonstop.
Yeah, you look nice proper.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
My wife always says, someone compliments you, let me know. So I'll let her know.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I like the olive. The olive? Or like an emerald? Sage?
Yeah. I like olives.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this is John. Just John.
Hey, John, Jeremiah, Tom, myself, Jeremiah.
So yeah, we basically just have the Pennsylvania title to sign over a car.
Excellent.
And so yeah, we just kind of were like, don't we find anything wrong?
Yeah.
So you only have one of these.
Yeah, right. You hit it right the first time. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you caught that. He said we basically have a Pennsylvania title to sign over a car. All right. So there's two individuals, two men, and they're just signing over one of these MUVs, these big camper vans. And it's beautiful, right? It's kitted out. It has all the stuff inside. It's nice. It's great. But he's obviously selling it now. I'm basically here to do two things, right? So this is the beginning of the appointment. After they do all the introductions, everybody's identified themselves. This is where tell the person without telling them. I'm here to do two things. And then you tell them two things. Number one, you got to prove to me that you are who you say you are. Do that with a driver's license, passport, ID card, Costco card, library card, right? Obviously, you can't do that, but it's just a little bit of a joke. Again, not funny, not funny, but in that moment, it kills. You got to prove to me that you are who you say you are. Number one, I'll witness you sign, and then number two, I'll take your document, stamp it, and sign it, and that's it. All right, that's it. But that's the gist of it. But kind of see how I navigate through that to signal to the person, this is the beginning of the appointment, and I'm in control of this appointment. It's going to come in handy later on because they're going to have questions. And I'm going to re-explain to them, I'm here to do two things. I'm not here to answer your questions, and I'm not here to do that. I'm here to do two things, okay? We agreed on that. So this is why it's going to come in handy later on. Yeah, right. You hit it right the first time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm basically here to do two things, right? Maybe three things, but really first you got to prove to me that you are.
Yeah.
Right? So you do that with a driver's license or an ID card or a passport or something, or Costco card or something. No. Did he laugh?
Mind if I grab this?
Yeah. All right. And I'll record your information. I'll have you sign my journal. And then if it's okay, give it a thumbprint. All right. So the second thing, when I say the thumbprint, I always point. Thumbprint. And then they say, yeah, it's okay. Okay, good. Make sure you know. I know some places you don't have to give a thumbprint. To me, that's crazy because that's how you prove that somebody's alive, a real person, in the event that it comes up. But you should always take a thumbprint and use gel and use all that stuff. But tell the person, I'm going to witness you sign, then I'm going to take a thumbprint. Sure. Right. So the second thing I do is, you know what Shirley Waver is? He's our Secretary of State. Andrew, she wants me to witness you on this document. Right? It's got to be you. It can't be Bob or it's got to be you.
Yeah.
After that, I'll complete the certificate stamp. That's it.
Oh, so you just need his signature. So
the second part, I said, the second thing I do is, you know who Shirley Weber is? That's our Secretary of State. She wants me to witness you sign this. It can't be Bob or it can't be Susan down the street. It's got to be you. All right. After that, then I'll complete your certificate, stamp. That's it. And he's like, oh, that's it. I was like, yeah, that's it. It's very simple. That's it.
Oh, so you just need his signature on it.
So I haven't examined the document, so I'm not sure who's on the sign it, but whoever does, okay. I don't know if I just do.
Okay.
So the ID looks good. Feel free to go get started. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you using blue ink or black ink? Black. All right. All right. So at this stage, everybody's in agreement. And I say, your ID looks good. Check the expiration date. Looks okay. I'll record it. You sign it. So at the same time, he's signing, I'm recording. So this is why it's so quick, so fast. Everybody got that? He's signing the document. He's putting his name on the signature, and I'm recording it at the same time. And when he's done signing, then because I'm recording it in my journal, we're going to swap. We're going to switch. I'm going to hand him the journal, and then he's going to hand me the document so that I can complete the certificate. So we're doing the same thing, but not one at a time. We're doing it both simultaneously. All right, and then something always comes up. Something will always inevitably pop up. He's gonna say, "Oh, I got a question about this."
Yeah. Are you using blue ink or black ink? Black. All right.
One thing I always like to tell people is that, especially if you're doing an appointment and there's a lot going on, don't ask any questions. If the person's signing the document, it'd be crazy that you would sign something that you didn't read, right? But people do that all the time. They sign things that they have never even looked at. They think they know what it is, but they're not lawyers. They're not legal assistants. They're not judges. They're not any of the, they're just people. They're just regular people. They just know that they were told, somebody gave them instructions, hey, go get this notarized. They don't even know what that means. They just heard it. They just know that word notary. They really don't know. So this might be the very first time that they ever really looked at this document before they sign. Careful to ask people, hey, do you know what you're signing? Careful about that question, because you know what people are inclined to say? They're put it this way. If I said Mary had a little, and then you would say lamb, probably, right? Mary had a little lamb, but Mary had a little brother. Mary could have she could have a little anything, right? But because it's so implanted in our minds, if you ask somebody, hey, do you know what you're signing? Or do you understand what you're signing? Most people will incline to say no. I haven't read this, because the truth is that they didn't. So be careful with that question, because that's going to prolong the appointment unnecessarily. Whether they know what they're signing or not, it's not up to you to decide that. It really isn't. Whether they understand what they're signing or not, even if you knew that they didn't understand, how would you really know? How? So that question is got to be very, very careful. If they're reading it, let them read it. If they're taking their time and they haven't signed it yet, let them take their time. Don't ask them, hey, do you understand? Just let them read it, because that's probably what they're doing, because they never looked at it before. So they're just kind of going over it. Give them a second. Give them a moment. And then what I like to do is I'll say, all done, because if I see that they haven't signed anything, I'll say all done, and they say, oh no, I'm just taking my time. Okay, take your time. Don't ask them, hey, do you understand what you're signing? That question can get you in trouble, and yeah, you'll end up being there 45 minutes, or you'll end up having to cancel the appointment. It happens all the time. Let's listen. That's why you hear silence. I pull the phone out of my pocket.
Signing the seller here. Cool.
Good.
So I have the notary part, actually. I think that's the part that
The stamp goes there.
so the stamp goes here. So which part is he approving? Is it this one up here or this one to the side?
They sound confused, don't they? You hear that? They're like, oh, does he sign there? See, that means that they never looked at it before. What do? Do you start advising them on what to do, or do you let them figure it out? Do you speed it up by telling them what to do, or do you risk staying there for an extra half an hour unnecessarily by letting them figure it out? Which one?
You take that risk.
I heard that.
Well, no, otherwise you end up becoming a lawyer, right? Maybe.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer, man. It's how valuable is your time? That's the question I would ask. You would let them what? Just figure it out.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on the total situation, right? If
Yeah.
you've been there and everything was going along pretty fast, then this slows down. Maybe you let it go a little bit longer. If you're been there for 45 minutes and you look like there's 45 more to go, I don't know. You say, okay, hey, look, I'll come back or what?
That's right. You have two options. Say I'll come back, or when you guys figure this out, call me back. Like I'll come back. All right, no problem. Or you just take charge. Yeah, say, listen, you are not going to sign here, right? Always do it in the form of a question. You are not going to sign there, right? You are not the subscribing witness, right? You are not the principal, correct? Right? Then they can say yes or no. That demonstrates understanding without telling them you are the principal, you are the agent, you are the subscribing witness, you are the, instead of doing all that, ask them, hey, are you the subscribing witness? And say, I don't know. Are you the agent? I don't know. Are you the principal? Then let them figure it out, right? They know. They know. Sometimes they just need a little bit of a push. They're not sure. Because they're not lawyers. They don't know. They never looked at it. They didn't even read it.
This one up here, or this one to the side?
I think it's this right here, because this is gonna be my signature.
That's it?
Then just needs to get noted.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Just make sure the right person's selling the car, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so both my name and my mother's name's on the title.
Okay.
Because that I have power of attorney to sign for her.
Good question.
How do you answer that question? You guys catch that?
I didn't catch it.
All right, I'll play it again.
This is gonna be my signature.
That's it?
Then just needs to get noted.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Just make sure the right person's selling the car, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so both my name and my mother's name's on the title.
Okay.
Because that I have power of attorney to sign for her.
Good question. And
Both my name and my mother's name are on the document. I have power of attorney over her. He has power of attorney to sign for her. So is it okay for him to sign?
But does he have to prove it to you?
Yes and no. Preferably if he has a signed power of attorney that says that he can sign as her attorney in fact, then yes, that would be great. But if he doesn't have it, then what? Do you let him sign or do you just walk away?
I'd give up.
Anybody else? So in as this case, you ask the person, were you instructed, again, never answer the question, always respond with a question. Were you instructed to sign a specific way? Because if you are the attorney, if you are somebody's power of attorney, the way you sign your name, like let's say if I have power of attorney over my wife, I would say my name, Takamaku, attorney in fact for Mrs. Amaku. I would say that. I would write it as that. Now that's the way you're supposed to do it. But there's a couple different ways to do it. But that's the way I would do it. Attorney in fact, you say power of attorney for or power of attorney as his mother's name. Write your name, and then you designate that you are the person who is the attorney in fact, or the power of attorney for another person. You ask the person, and this demonstrates understanding again. Do they know what they're doing? Because again, if I tell him what to write, now all of a sudden, now I'm acting as legal counsel. If I tell him, if I instruct him what to write, I ask, were you given specific instructions on how to sign this? And if he says no, now we have a problem. But if he says yes, then we can proceed. Okay, so that question, that will come up. You will see that where people, they claim to be power of attorneys. They either have the power of attorney in their hand, which is the bulletproof way to go about it. This is why power of attorneys are so important. Carry it with you. If you use somebody's power of attorney, carry it with you when you're going to handle official business. Otherwise, you ask them, hey, what were the instructions that you were given by your attorney how to sign it?
This is gonna be my signature.
That's it?
Then just I think so, right?
Just make sure the right person's selling the car, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so both my name and my mother's name's on the title.
Okay.
Does that I have power of attorney to sign for her?
Good question, and I'm happy you mentioned that. So, are you going to sign as mom as well?
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Which I could have just had her sign a while ago, but
true. Yeah. So So this happens. No worries.
yeah.
Now, were you given instructions as to how to sign? So, for example,
It would be
Andrew as power of attorney as
Oh,
mother. Like, were you given?
no, not really. But
Okay.
it's just signature of seller and signature of post.
Okay.
So
So that's good enough then. I'll note in the journal that you do in fact have the power of attorney.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
an example of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
So good question, James. He actually had the power of attorney with him. Great
Okay.
question.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
hope so, actually.
Yeah, he had it. Yeah. Great question though. Yeah, I asked him, "Did you have proof of that?" And he says, "Yeah, I do have it."
power of attorney.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
an example of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So unless you were given specific instructions, then go feel free.
Yeah, I was just gonna sign it the way our names appear there. So
Okay.
that's probably the best,
Yeah.
official way.
Usually an attorney will they'll tell you how to sign it. Now there's no necessarily wrong way to do it,
Okay.
but as long as you're indicating that I'm not my mother, I'm actually signing on for her, and
Right.
I'm as a father.
Okay.
So as long as you indicate,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
And the notary that we talked to for the power of attorney just said, sign it the way it's written here with that order that's written there.
Good enough.
Cool.
All right, you guys catch that whole exchange there? When you sign a power of attorney, like for yourself, hopefully you guys all have these, especially if you're watching this on replay. If there's anything I can tell you to save your family and save money, go get a power of attorney because you will need it. All right, at some point you will need it. With that said, or when you officially establish a power of attorney, they'll tell you how, in the event you need to sign for your mother, grandmother, daughter, kids, or whatever, how to sign your name. So, like, for example, if I were to sign for my wife, I would sign as attorney in fact. That's how that's how the lawyers instructed me to sign. And that's how I've only seen it done that way. I mean, there's other examples, but that's how I've always ever seen it, especially like in medical facilities and things like that. So he's signing and he's signing the document. I've already recorded his information in the journal. I'm going to have him sign my journal, give a thumbprint before I stamp the documents. And we're still only about like 2 minutes into this appointment. They don't start at the 5-minute mark.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, he's done. You see that he's done. Then this is where you do the exchange. And then again, keep the appointment, keep command of the appointment, letting them know or signaling to this person that you're in control, not them. You are the captain of the enterprise, all right? They're not calling any shots. They don't ask you any questions. You are the person who asks questions. All right. It's that dynamic that's always established, that dynamic from the very beginning until the end. You are the person who's in control. You are the power caller, not them. All right. They look to you for answers, it's not the other way around.
And then we had a question about the way that your
I mean, do I need to sign anything here and need your approval for it? I don't think
I don't
so,
think
right?
you do.
That's
Yeah.
it? It's okay. So I'm not part of this.
Okay. Yeah.
It's you that you are the correct person.
Yeah.
telling the
Did you have a question about your address or?
Oh.
Yeah.
My address, yes. So the driver's license address that I have.
See, here we go with the questions again. Now, this is probably an easy one, but I'll let you guys hear what he's saying. It's probably irrelevant too, to be honest, but let's see.
Okay. So I'm not part of this.
Okay. Yeah.
It's you that you are the correct person.
Yeah.
telling the
Did you have a question about your address or?
Oh.
Yeah.
My address, yes. So the driver's license address that I have
Yes.
is my old address. I moved to a new place.
Okay.
I never updated my driver's license yet. It didn't come around yet.
Yep.
So is that a problem? Just
Good
put my new
question.
address?
You guys catch that question? What's the answer?
He didn't have his driver's license. That was.
No, he had it. He had it, but the address on the driver's license was different than his current address. He just hasn't updated. So
the
what
question-
that?
I mean,
Yeah,
the driver's license has a picture and it identifies who he is. So that's what you care about, right?
yes, that's correct.
And the license is still valid, just with a date that you wouldn't know was wrong had he not told you.
Yep, you got it.
So is that a problem or is just
Good
put my new
question.
address?
Good question. Sounds like a question for an attorney.
It sounds like a car. Actually, it sounds like a car question, to be honest. Like,
This happens a lot.
Or this type of.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with my gut and put the new address because that's where I want the title and stuff to be sent to.
that makes
Should be
sense.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be okay.
You see how he answered his own question? I didn't even answer it. He just answered his own question. I said, it sounds like a question for an attorney. And they know what to do. They're just looking for you to say something, right? People do this all the time. You notice this. People, they instinctively they like to ask questions even though they already know the answer. They're just looking for that favorite C word. My favorite C word is confirmation. That's why it's easy to get appointments, because when people call you, all they're looking for is that C word. Confirmation. They know what to do. They just looking for you to validate it. I'll say, hey man, sounds like a question for an attorney. He's like, oh, I'll just go ahead and do it. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on.
Sent to.
That makes
Should be
sense.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be okay. Our rule of thumb is consistency is always good.
Yeah.
So, that's
But I have my bills and everything sent there with my name, so
yeah.
new address.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that's okay.
Yeah, instead of having the title that's wrong.
Yeah.
spot.
All right, all done?
Yeah.
So tell me the name of the document you just signed.
This is a Pennsylvania title certificate
All right.
of title for vehicle.
All right.
All right, so now I'm writing in a journal. So we got the address thing out of the way. He's done signing. I'm done recording. But I have to put the title of the document inside of the journal. Or I ask him, what is the name of the document you just signed? Because these are his words. What is the name of the power of attorney, Pennsylvania title of transfer? What is it? And I write down exactly what he says.
Pennsylvania is very special. Respectful state, because then people can't scam each other for like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Andrew, can you please sign my journal?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's switch.
All right, so this is the swap. I say, hey, can you please sign my journal? He goes, yes. And I say, yeah, all right, let's switch. I take the document. He takes my journal. He signs his name, and then we're going to get a thumbprint. But as he's signing my journal, I'm looking at his work. Only thing I'm looking for are signatures. I don't care about the contents. I don't care how much money they're making or what they sold it for. I'm looking for signatures because that's how documents get rejected. And the last thing you want is the documents get rejected, because they're going to look at you and say, hey, man, you told me you said, she said, you're the reason why. I want a refund. And we don't do refunds, do we? We do not.
Yeah.
Andrew, can you please sign my journal?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's switch. I'll take this here. You take this here. Can you please sign on this box here?
Black ink sign.
Black ink is okay for the journal.
Yeah.
All right. People always ask, is black ink okay for the journal? Is that okay? Blue ink, is that okay? For the journal, it's okay. The document is specific to what they want, right? But the journal doesn't matter. And then I'm going to say, give me your thumb, give me your right thumb. I'll clean it, and then I'll get a thumbprint. There's opportunities for jokes throughout this whole thing. The name, people talk about consistency. The thumbprint, people went to jail. I've said the jokes thousands of times, but they work. They work. And it makes it so much faster.
All right, don't forget your ID.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean your right thumb. Just a
Okay.
tiny bit of gel and put this on your right thumb. Just a little bit. Rub it in. Create some friction there. Once it's dry, press down here.
I might even say the joke that I always say, I'm not the FBI, watch. And people love, it's not even funny, but I'm telling you, in the context, it's fun. Give me your right thumb, I'll put some gel, clean it, and then we'll get a thumbprint, right? A little bit of gel, a little bit of ink.
Rub it in.
It's only been 5
Create
minutes.
some friction there. Once it's dry, press down here. Don't worry about it. You know, the cleanest hands I've seen all week.
All right. I'm not saying something.
And it's Friday. Straight down it on this box here.
Yep.
All right, looks good. Tell me that you are who you say you are. And I witnessed you sign here. So, let's take this from me.
This is how the conclusion of the appointment comes. All right, Andrew, James, Carmen, Jose, you've proven to me that you are who you say you are. And I also witnessed you sign a document. Now I'll complete your certificate, stamp, and now we're done. That's how you signal to the person that this is done. No more questions, no more rah-rah. We are all done. Throughout the whole entire appointment, it's only been 5 minutes so far, almost 6 minutes. You're signaling to people this appointment is being advanced, is being moved forward, and you guys are all done. And people like that. I'm telling you, they don't want you in their house all day long. You don't want people in your house more longer than they have to be. Same thing with other people, businesses. They want you to come and get out, do what you have to do, and leave, so they can get back to doing whatever they're doing. People, they really, really appreciate that. Trust me on this, and I know you do as well.
All right, looks good. All right, so you've proven to me that you are who you say you are, and I've witnessed you sign here. So, I take this for me. I'll sign here.
Filling out the acknowledgement. As you're ending the appointment, tell the person, all right, man, you're all done. You've proven to me that you are who you say you are, and I've witnessed you sign. So here's the conclusion. And again, people, they're looking for this, they like this, they want you to get out of their house or out of their business. Let's see how I do this. And I do the same thing every single time. Let's see. This is the state of California, correct? And they say yes. This is the county of Alameda, correct? And they say yes. This is an opportunity for people to show their sense of humor as well. Sometimes they say silly things like, oh no, this is actually Mexico, right? Or this is last time I checked, this is the county of Alameda. But it gives you an opportunity to be playful with the person.
This is the county of Alameda, correct? Yes. So there's something I have to give you. So these, they look kind of similar, don't they? If you look
at this point, his acknowledgement is outdated. Depending on where you're watching this from, you might have a different acknowledgement than California has. And matter of fact, I know, but in California, there's a lot of money here, which means there's a lot of thieves here, a lot of people who lie here. I know it's no different than other place, but it really is a lot of criminals here in California. So the acknowledgements here, they have a special box. And whenever somebody has an acknowledgement that does not have that box, you have to give it to them. And this is the way I present it. Sometimes people are so adamant about the documents that they have, but here's how I tell people, what you have is no good. What you have is actually outdated. This is the updated version, and this is what you need. You have something that's wrong, and that way, the reason why I do it that way is because there's no discussion. I have to give this to you. Sometimes people they can be a little bit, I don't want to say combative, but they question, why do I need this one? Did my attorney do it wrong? Did my escrow officer do this incorrectly? No, they didn't do anything wrong, but they didn't know this is the outdated version. So what I'm doing is giving you the updated version. So this is how I explain to people without any questions. I say, this is California, correct? This is kind of Alameda, correct? All right. I have to give you something. I just tell them straight up, I have to give you something. What you have is very similar to what I have, but yours is the old version. Mine is the new one. This is what you need. And I say it just like that. That way, no questions asked.
These, they look kind of similar, don't they? If you look sort of like in this box here, and then you look at this document here, they look very similar. The only difference, you see, this box here, wherever I was talking about my boss earlier, so wherever secretary said, wherever my signature goes, where my stamp goes, this box needs to be there.
Okay.
I don't see that box on this document, which is okay. I'll give it to you.
Okay. Cool.
So, because we're in California, right? We agree. The laws don't change here every year. They change every day.
Yeah.
We're in California. You agree? Yes. We're in County of Alameda. Yeah, you agree? The laws don't change here every year. They change every day. What you have is old. What I have is new. Agree? He says, yeah. Okay, good. And then you end the appointment.
I don't have to tell you that, right?
Yeah,
you know
I get
that.
it running the business. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the most recent up-to-date from
Okay,
here.
cool. Great.
It's kind of like a receipt. I have to give this to you. Now, sometimes people want me to sign and stamp this, which again is okay. But again, California, Town of Alameda, where laws change every day.
Yeah.
This is the one you need.
You also need that, yeah.
What do you want me to do with this?
I think that
I
needs to get,
still recommend
yeah,
stamping.
stamping that.
Good enough.
That's what that will
Yeah.
go to the DMV.
Yeah,
Things
that's
to
what they'll
ensure, I'll
send.
need a copy of this later.
Mhm.
So when I submit this and they have an issue with this, they will also have that.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll just make a copy of that.
Good enough. All right.
That's the only thing I can think of to prevent any back and forth at the DMV.
Yeah.
You're gonna do this right the first time, preferably. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna write your name exactly as written here. Let's see, first name, middle name, and last name.
Yep.
All right. All right. And then mom is first name, middle initial,
Yep.
last name.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is just on the flip side of it.
Okay.
So you're copying the names exactly how it's written. Middle name, middle initials, nothing different. Everything's consistent. And you involve them in that as well. So they like that because now they know. First name, middle name, first name, middle initial, first two initials, last name, whatever.
You like your middle name?
Do I like mine?
Yeah.
More than my last, yeah. I was like,
There's always an opportunity to ask the person, hey, do you like your middle name? This is how you end the appointment on a great note. And they say, not really. Or they say, yeah, I do like it. All right. There's always a story behind a middle name. And then they share that story. And that's how you end the appointment on a positive note. It works every time. Or sometimes people, they don't have middle names. All right. And I say, and then if I notice that they don't have a middle name, then I'll say this. I'll say, most people I meet, most people don't like their middle names. He says, oh, really? Oh, I don't have that problem. I'll say, great. There's always a story. Or I'll say, there's always a story behind a middle name. Then they'll laugh and they'll say, yeah, there's always somebody's named after somebody, a grandfather or relative or something like that. But this is how you end the appointment as you're signing their document and filling out their acknowledgement.
do I like mine?
Yeah.
More than my last, yeah. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna be more in the zone, like, maybe I just go by Andrew. Wait, but like I know how to spell that, all of that. It's not a problem.
I meet a lot of people who don't like their middle names.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty basic name, right? Thomas. It's not the best name, but it's still.
There's always a story behind the middle name.
There's like way more fun names out there, but I'm also gonna be Andrew, so
All right, stamp it, sign it, good to go.
Before I stamp this, I have to issue an oath. Okay. All right. So I'll issue.
Oh, I have to say an oath to him. I have to give him an oath. I don't know why I have to give him an oath, but to give him the oath and then I'll stamp it. Don't stamp it before the oath. Stamp it after the oath. All right.
Right hand, I'll repeat words and then you say yes.
Okay,
That's
good.
how it works.
All
All
right.
right. So Andrew, you can swear to a higher power or you can affirm to your personal honor.
Okay.
Either one is fine.
Sure.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah.
All right. Issuing the oath. Two things. You can either swear to a higher power or you can affirm to your personal honor. Either one is fine. You just pick one. Just pick one. And then most people, they'll say, yeah, I'll swear to a higher power. Or they'll say, no, I'll affirm to my personal honor. Good enough. Just pick one, man. And then I'll repeat the words and then you say, yes, I do. That's it. All right. And then you confirm understanding and they say, yes. Okay. So and then you read them the oath and then they say, yes, I do. Raise the right hand.
All right. So Andrew, you can swear to a higher power or you can affirm to your personal honor.
Okay.
Either one is fine.
Sure.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah.
So again, take the raise your right hand.
Yeah.
I always have to raise and say, yes, I do. You swear to a higher power or you affirm to your personal honor under the penalty of perjury in the United States that the information that's on this document is true and is accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes.
Good enough.
Yeah.
All right. So your stamp here, you got all right.
And then that's how you do the oath. Do you swear to our power or do you affirm to your personal honor that the information is true under the penalty of perjury of the United States of America is accurate to the best of your knowledge? And they say, yes, I do. And I say, good enough, stamp it. Any questions? And that's how you end the appointment. Then they say, no, I don't have any questions. Good enough. If you have any questions, feel free to call us.
We're getting married.
You are now under oath. Is there any questions you want to ask him?
Yeah, anything?
I already put down my hand already.
Three things. Number one, you gotta have the seal. You don't have
Oh, yeah. I say that too. Yeah. Three things. Got to have the seal. Got to be able to read the commission number and the expiration date. And then you hold the paper up to them and say, is this okay with you? Is this okay? And they say, yes, it is. Or they say, no, it's not. Usually they say yes. And if there's a wife there or a husband-wife dynamic, it's always look at the spouse and say, is there anything you want to ask the person while they're under oath? They love that. Again, ending the appointment on a positive note.
I put down my hand already.
3 things. Number 1, you gotta have the seal. You don't have the seal, you're gonna say, hey, Andrew, go back.
Yeah,
Get the
yeah.
seal, then bring back.
Yeah.
You got that.
We got it.
Secondly, if you can read the commission number, and third, you can read the expiration date. You're happy, I'm happy. Yeah, all right.
All right, that's it. All right. And that's how the appointment ends. All right. Is that how you do your appointments?
I feel like I'd be like nervous a lot of the times, you know, so I try to like not speak as much, you know, but like the way you do it, man, like that takes practice. I like it, man. Thank you for sharing this. I really appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, no problem, man. You're right. It does come with practice, man. Like you can't really substitute the amount of practice. And once you find something that works, then keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Usually, like what I say at the end, I just say thank you for hiring us. You know, if you ever need anything else, you know, please call us back again.
Yeah. And what do they say?
They say, oh yeah. You know, they say like we will. You know, usually they say they will.
Yeah, see, that works. So keep doing that. Yeah. I like to end the appointment. You know how we say the hey, did you make the appointment? And they say, yeah, I did. I say, great. You know, did you have a bad experience with the scheduling component? And they'll say, no, I didn't. It was great. It was easy. It was fun. It was fast. It was convenient. It was simple. And then that's when they say those things, that's the review. So when you start asking for reviews, and you know, when you have your clients and you want a review, because not enough people ask for reviews, just point blank. Not enough people do this. But when they tell you, hey, what was your experience like with the whole, was the communication easy? Was it fast? Was it punctual? Was it on time? And they say, yeah, it was easy, it was fun, it was fast. Say, great. You're gonna get a text message tomorrow or an email or a phone call, and they're gonna ask about your experience. And then they say, oh yeah, it's 5 stars. Give it a go. I'll make sure I hire you next time. And then you say, yeah, if you have any questions, give us a call. Never miss an opportunity to upsell somebody, or never miss an opportunity to share your other products and services with them. And because they've already paid you, you know, they've already kind of done business with you. So this is an opportunity for you to keep it going.